guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tapping on my video and thank you for wanting to watch me. My name is Oluwatofumi and I live in Akure, Ondo State, and this video is going to be about my boarding school experience. If you are not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, like, share and comment. So let's dive into the video. When I was in JS1, I resumed school on a Saturday because that was the day they gave us to resume. So on getting to school, I registered. It was a very long process because I went to a federal school, a girls' school. So the long process when I got to my hostel. Well, as a kid, I was very calm, but you cannot cheat me. That's the thing. Like, you cannot ride me because of my mouth. My mouth was very sharp. I could talk and finish people, but it was not mostly seen by my parents or by people around me because I didn't even have anybody to stress my life. So when I got to school that Saturday, I was very happy. I was not even crying, I was not cranky, I was just there. But the way people around me were acting, to me it wasn't right. It was just annoying because you just come and pollute the air beside me. Are you okay? Very annoying rubbish. So that day we slept. I was unable to sleep. I think I was just too excited. Then I was on my bed. I was just there trying to think, trying to imagine things because my school was very big. I was just trying to place it like why is this place big? Why is this place a lot of things? Why are we too many? Why everything? Like, I was just there. So I remember that the next day, Sunday, we had to go to church, we had to wear white. Then that morning, as we came down from our beds, they called some JS2 students to come and wash our clothes for us. I was still packing my clothes. I beg, I don't want stress. Nobody should disturb my life. So they took some people's clothes. I think my school mother took my clothes, but I cannot really remember that part of the story. But one other thing I remembered was, so they told us to go to the dining. So when we got to the dining, we were standing like waiting because we were very many, so we have to line up and be orderly. Then I was standing with my bunkmate. Then this girl came. She was a JS2 girl. She was in my hostel, and she came. What is your name? I'm like, do I know you? Why you asking me for my name? She wanted to be my friend, but my part, I was looking at it like, they told us not to tell anybody our name. What was this primary school rubbish? It was still in my head. I said, why are you asking? Then she's like, hey, Egbami, because that's the rubbish she used to say, Egbami. She's like, hey, God. So I looked at that. Then I'm like, why are you asking for my name? She called her friend. She was like, look at this girl. One thing. And I was looking at her like, hey, what kind of person is this one? Do I know you? Why are you asking me questions? So then she was like, hey, which class am I? In my head, I'm like, am I supposed to be in SS3 and be looking this short? So long story short, she was like, she was going to report me because I did not tell her my name. She was like, I should look at some seniors that sitting down there, that those are the people she would go and report me. She just went there. I thought those seniors called down. See me, I was even being scared, but I was still there looking at her like, what do you want to do to me? That one, shift aside. So, like, she stressed me that day. She came to my table and she was just acting anyhow, and I was looking at her like, what kind of person is this one? Luckily for both of us, we were in the same hostel. But later, I think when she was in SS1 and I was in JS3, we became friends. Yeah, because my guardian then was a teacher, was a lesson teacher. So whenever she sees me, we used to talk. Before then, we used to talk, but it was not it was just, hey, how are you? Hope you're fine. Okay. So I remember that there was a time, I think second term or third term, I was in my hostel. Then I found out that my underwears, I could not find almost everything. So as a person, I love to keep my things. Like, if it's that you believe it's me, I know you will know this. I like to keep my things. I am always arranging, because I don't like it when I misplace. See, I may not be using it, but I don't want to misplace it. Still get, let me just give it to somebody. So I remember that I could not find my stuffs. Then I went to call my mom and she wasn't picking. Oh God, I was just angry. So I left my guidance place. I was going back to my hostel. But at that time, you guys to act them. Me God said I don't understand. I was just there, very angry. I was just walking to my hostel. So I entered the hostel. It was already time for siesta. So we were in my room. As at then, they already kept our lockers in the box room because the room was always looking too tight. So you had to pick your stuff from the box room, then come back to the room to change your clothes if you want to, or you can even change your clothes in the box room. This lady just started screaming, "Fly to your bed, fly to your bed." Fly to your bed, meaning lie down on your bed, sleep. Okay, oh. Then I went to pick my houseware. Let me just stay on my bed, dress up, and prepare for prep. That's how this girl came. All of you, stay where you are. Okay. I was just there standing. Me that I was angry. Okay. I was looking at that. What do you want to do? I'm like, why you guys not sleeping? She wasn't SS1 actually. I think she repeated the class, so she had the right actually, but what I felt like she was supposed to do was just to tell us to sleep. Then she brought out cane and started flogging people. And when I was in school, I don't take cane on my palm because my palm is very, very soft. I take cane on my skin. So if you check my hand, you see lots of caramel, stick marks. So I remember that day when she flogged me, I was like, rubbish. Then she was like, "Why are you eating that?" I never answered. She said, "Are you stupid?" I said, "No." "Are you crazy?" "No." "Are you mad?" "God forbid. I think it is you that is mad." And Jesus said, "I'm not mad." Then I turned my back. She was like, "Egbami." That rubbish was very common in my school. They would all be doing egbami. So egbami means help me, like, hey, you get. Okay, after that point, she was exclaiming. Then later she was like, I should follow her. In my head, I'm like, follow you to where? You said I should lie down on my bed. Now I should follow you to go and do what, please? I just faced her. I was like, to where? She was like, to my room. And then I told her I cannot follow her. She was like, why? I said, because you told me to sleep and I want to sleep and it's time for me to sleep so that I'll be able to go for prep. She was there exclaiming. Then she wanted to start bragadoing as per for me, like she wanted to beat a lot of me. Then my dumb girls were like, a guardian is the VP. One thing, this one. Guardian is the VP. They were just trying to lie for me. But I was very thankful because she was actually not supposed to beat us. Then she left my room and went out. So that day, it was on a Tuesday, I remember. So on Thursday, like 2 days after, it was Thursday is our manual labor day. Me that I know it's cut grass in my house. Any day they give us labor like that, I'll just go there, sit down and be acting like what I don't know. But later I turned to a farmer. Like I could cut grass, but it was not still as much as some people could do. So that day I was in my room. Then somebody came to call me that the house captain was calling me. I went to meet her and she was like, I should pick cutlass and know and follow her. My school mother was still in school, but I think at that point she was writing her WAEC. So, but all these gist, I didn't even give my school mother at all. I followed them, then they gave me portion. I first dropped the cutlass and in my head I'm like, it's not me I'm talking to. I went to my room, I went to sit down. But I was feeling bad. Like, God, they give me supper to suffer. You see me the cut grass. So I was sitting down there, I was just trying to think. Then the lady came back and she was kneeling down and she was begging me. And in my head, I'm like, what did I do? Why are you begging me? Okay, then I was looking at her and she was like, she's sorry that I should not bother cutting the grass. One thing. I'm like, hey. So I asked her why. She was like, I should not worry. I should not. Did I even tell you that I want to cut it before? I beg. I just said thank you. Then I left. So she called me after then and she was asking me, why did I speak in that manner? Then I'm like, I did not do anything to you. You flogged me. And again, you see, you don't just enter people's room to beat them. You don't know what I'm going through. You just came into my room to beat me. For heaven's sake, why? Do you want to kill me? So after that day, we became friends. But not friends, but we tried to greet each other. You understand? So guys, that's the end of my story. Thank you for watching. Kindly like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Well, there'll be a part 2 for this video, and trust me, it's still going to be a very interesting gist. Bullying in secondary school is